Almost. Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. I am Karim. My channel name is Smell of Truth and it is all about fragrances. Today I have 10 niche fragrances that you can wear in springtime. So let's get right into it. The first one is Arabian Night from Arabian Oud. So how does it smell? It is woody, it is floral, and it is also a bit sweet in the dry down. It has some kind of greenness to it and it smells like, instead of the boring citrus notes that you get in almost every fragrance out there, you have lemongrass. Arabian Oud thought, oh yeah, let's do it with lemongrass instead of lemon. In my opinion, well done. You have to like jasmine. This one has a good jasmine note in it. It is not slightly floral, it is really straight up woody floral, and in the dry down it has some sweetness to it. But I think it fits perfectly for springtime. When it is a bit warmer outside, the fragrance really shines. Longevity, easy 8-9 hours, good projection, good sillage. Next up we got a fragrance that you have to be a bit careful, because women maybe are going to chase you if you wear this. I am talking about Layton from Parfums de Marly, and we all know what Micallef will say, so I give Micallef the honor on my channel to say it.
Layton will get you laid, my man.
Thank you very much, Micallef. I appreciate you. This is something that you have to be careful with. All this is going to get you laid. This is a panty dropper. This is a woman killer. You have to be careful. Only because you wear a good fragrance doesn't mean that you get laid right away. But a good fragrance can give you bonus points, and bonus points are important because bonus points are little details, and we all know women are obsessed with details. Layton is floral, it is woody, it is spicy, it is sweet, it has some kind of edges of a bit everything. It is on place number 9 because the vanilla note is pretty heavy in here, and it could be a little bit too sweet when it is really warm in spring, you know what I mean? So maybe go for it when it is a little bit colder or even in rainy days. Longevity, easy 8 hours, even 9 hours. Projection is really good and leaves a great sillage. Next up, we have something similar but fits a little bit better as a signature kind of scent. In my opinion, goes in the same direction, definitely has some similarities, but I wouldn't say that this was actually straight up inspired or cloned by Parfums de Marly Layton. It is from Parfums Micallef, DesirToxic. DesirToxic is the kind of fresh, kind of shower gel fragrance, but it has also some sweetness, some spiciness to it, and it is not as floral as Layton in my opinion. In my opinion, this one gets compared a lot to Layton only because of the sweetness and maybe the woodiness. But this one has a unique note to it. It is cannabis. It is not so heavy, you're not going to smell straight up like weed, but if you have a good nose, because it is well blended in here, if you have a good nose, you will pick it up. I do prefer this slightly over Layton. Longevity is up to 9 hours, it leaves a great sillage and a good projection as well. It is actually comparable to Layton in these kind of terms. Next up we got another seductive fragrance that you have to be careful, man. Dangerous fragrances in this list. It's Date for Men by Fragrance.one. Fruity, but has still some freshness. It has the kind of office DNA, but added some kind of fruitiness, something comparable to Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. In my opinion, goes more in the direction of Invictus Intense. Either way, smells absolutely gorgeous and it works. I think this one fits pretty well if you want something fruity, if you want something playful. It is more a kind of nighttime fragrance, so date, club, night out, whatever you do at night. But I think spring and fall time will suit this fragrance good as well. It is really long lasting, it is powerful, you have easy 9 hours with this one, great longevity and projection as well. Next up, we've got a newer release, Intense Cedrat Boise, the intense version, not the OG. Check out my review here here wherever it pops up if you haven't heard of it. If you haven't seen my review yet, if you want some more details to it, if you want a kind of comparison to Cedrat Boise, check it out. Be careful. Another fragrance you have to be careful with, man, because this is a beast. I oversprayed this, I choked myself and everyone around me out. Literally. I left a scent trail at work. Everyone smelled me. And somewhere, we can smell you. You don't have to apply that much. And I was like, is it that much? Because I don't smell myself. I killed my nose with this fragrance because it is that strong. Anyway, smells similar to Cedrat Boise, but it is more woody, it is more mature, and it is less fruity. Great projection, great sillage, longevity, easy 9 hours. Next up, we got another fragrance from the same brand as I already mentioned, from Parfums Micallef. This here is Edenfalls. Edenfalls is placed higher, but not because it is better, just because it suits springtime a little bit more. It is really good. It is really floral, it is powdery, it has some sweetness to it, and it has some aromaticness, it has some kind of, I don't know how to say it, aromatic creaminess? I don't know how to explain it better. Yeah, it is floral. So if you like floral fragrances for men, Edenfalls is worth a try. Longevity, easy 8 hours, good projection, good sillage as well. Next up, we got one of my favorite signature scent worthy niche fragrances. Signature Noir from Zaharoff. This one is, in my opinion, the most versatile fragrance so far from Zaharoff. This is how a modern gentleman should smell. You could get some kind of barbershop vibes of it, but it is very modern and it's not that old school. It is definitely nothing for too young people. In my opinion, this is more a fragrance for over 20 years old. It is really kind of masculine, it is kind of mature, and it smells great, man. Spicy, it has some sweetness, it has some freshness, it is aromatic, it is woody, it has some edges of a little bit everything, and all well blended, well done. I'm telling you, Zaharoff is one of my favorite brands. Definitely worth checking out. Longevity, easy 8 hours even in wintertime. 8 hours for a freshie in wintertime. Leaves a good sillage and has a good projection as well. I am going to include an honorable mention. Signature Rose from Zaharoff. This one was gifted to me from George Zaharoff, from the brand owner, and it is the first rose fragrance marketed for men that I like. I have around 200 bottles in my collection, and you see how much I've worn this one. And I think now that spring comes, this one is going to shine even more. So if you like rose fragrances, if you're a kind of rose guy, rose incense guy, you definitely need to check out Rosé. Actually, let me make it my scent of the day. Longevity is when it is cold, 7 hours. When it gets warmer, I think it is going to shine up to 9 hours. It has a good projection, it smells damn gorgeous, damn. It has a good projection and leaves a good sillage as well. Next up, another fragrance you have to be careful because this one got reformulated. Check for a batch before March 2022. Roberto Ugolini, Rosso 17, so Rosso 17. This is how a modern man has to smell, man. It is fresh, woody, floral, a bit green and fruity. Fruity peach. But the peach note is not that kind of overripe peach synthetic that you get. It is a really nice fresh peach. It is a fresher kind of peach, a bit lighter. It lasts easily 8 hours in wintertime, so when it is warmer outside it is going to shine and up to 9 or even 10 hours. Leaves a great sillage and a very good projection as well. Next up, we got Office for Men. I love Office for Men. It is my biggest compliment getter. You could see it as a kind of mixture of Dior Sauvage, Creed Aventus and Acqua di Gio Profumo. So it is fresh, it is fruity, it is woody, it is green, and it is aquatic. And it has a heavy ambroxan note in it. This one lasts for easy 9 hours when it is warm outside. It has a great sillage and a very good projection. Last but not least, we have Signature Pour Homme from Zaharoff. Yes, another Zaharoff fragrance. So let's say you are a teenager or even in your 20s and you wear fragrances like Dior Sauvage and Invictus and this kind of stuff. If you got into niche fragrances, this one is, in my opinion, a great example to start smelling like a man, like a gentleman. It has some kind of soapiness to it. It is youthful, it is woody, it is spicy. It has some kind of edges of everything. Soapy, woody, spicy, aromatic. It's a kind of modern barbershop kind of scent. Lasts also for easy 8 hours. Has also good projection and also a good sillage. Noir to me is more versatile. This one is more spring summer kind of fragrance. Thank you very much for watching. Give this video a thumb up if you enjoyed watching. Leave a comment down below if you have tried any of these fragrances. Which is your favorite? What is your signature in springtime? Let me know down below. Or simply comment down below with Sauvage Socks. To support me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Stay healthy and see you next time. Bye bye.
I stay the same, dude. Always the man.